Good day everyone. This video about the ERPNext is the number 6 in the series. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to create the entity and the master data for the customer and supplier. Okay, so we can start it. However, before you start the clip, you can go to the link in the URL in the description of this video. They're gonna have the link, and then you can have the text file that have my text that I prepared for the example for this video clip already. However, you may see the picture about the Lego toy. Please know that I use the picture just for education purpose. The right is reserved for the Lego company. Okay, so if you are ready, let's go to start making the master data now. Okay, let's start with the topic for today. That is the master data. Here we are. The master data that we're gonna do customer, supplier, item. Okay, so we're talking about these three things first. However, you should know the basic of ERP is that, for example, when we want to make any entity, at this moment we're gonna do customer and supplier, right? So when we said customer and supplier, actually is the people, so we need to have contact. Contact is the people, you know. I mean, even though the customer and supplier is in the form of the company, but we still have to contact the people anyway. Yeah. If you see the link of this video, we're gonna have the link that has the text file. If you see the text file, they're gonna have the text that is the sample data. Anyway, the sample data I just made it up. So it's the data is just matched to the real world entity. It's just coincident. And then the picture for the product is I use the Lego toy. So the right remain on the Lego company. I just use the picture for education purpose. Okay, so at this moment we're gonna do the customer. So we're talking about the Robinson department store customer. But before we do it, we log in. So this one, we go to localhost 8080 and then log in by using my account. Of course, it's not gonna be administrator account. So please make sure that you use administrator account just for create the admin account. In the real world, when you try to implement, you can put the privileges and write the permission for each account. For example, this account can do only sale, this account can do only purchasing. So we go to account and then go to we have, I think in the text file supposed to be customer. So we go to the customer. Customer is in selling. But before we go into the customer, I want to put the customer entity, right? So I create new customer, and then I put the name of the customer, the Robinson department store, the Samut Prakan branch. I put it in. But I want the type this one supposed to be department store, right? But if you try to see, they're gonna have company and individual. But it's the type is company, but the group, if you see, they're gonna have the group, right? The commercial government, but actually this one is not what I want. I want department store group, but the commercial is too big, right? So we should have something like shop and then department store. Therefore, what I supposed to do is I gonna create new entity of customer group, but I should not click the create new because they're gonna jump to another page, you know, and then I may lost what I am doing right now. So I just create a new tab, and then I just put the localhost, and then you just go to the next, like this one, and then once you go to the next, you just try to search the customer group. Okay, so you type customer group. Okay, there's a customer group 3. So here we are, you see the tree gonna be on customer group is a bigger trees, right? And then the commercial, government, individual. So you see the commercial is too big. So we should never use the commercial. So I'm gonna make the commercial itself is a group. So I click on commercial and then click edit. And then when I said edit, the parent is on group, and then I click is group. When I said is group, it means I want the commercial to become just a group. So I click save. And then I go out. so if you go out นะครับ and then you try to refresh this page okay what you're gonna see is you're gonna see this page and then the commercial supposed to be the group now see it's looking like the folder right so I go into the commercial in this one and then I click on it and then click add child นะครับ so add child this one supposed to be the part install have and then I say create new and then I go to commercial again and then add child and then I say shop have and then say create new so this one is mean we create a customer group and then when we go back to the customer in the group you can put the part just type part install and then it's gonna come so you see you get it already so at this moment you don't need to worry about the rest of the stuff you can just click save first and then you're gonna have entity of the customer Robinson okay so you can just start this page and then you should see the Robinson entity so this one you have the customer already right here but we didn't have other detail นะครับ so we have some detail like the group the Thai company นะครับ territory same thing so we go inside here and then we can change the territory territory where is the territory is still on territory นะครับ so it's gonna be the same thing is that you need to create the entity of territory so you go to another tab and then you say territory okay this one is exactly the same thing นะครับ so in the Thailand something like this one but it's okay you can just create a new one okay I said something like that is Eastern province okay and then you can say something like the Bangkok Metro okay so Robinson Smith Pakan supposed to be in the Eastern province so I go back and then change this one okay territory and then I said Eastern province okay we can have tag ID right I see we have the tag ID not yes we have okay and then we just put okay and then we just have address so we just put the address okay it should be in here in address okay so we can just put the address very long like this one but if you are not happy with this one you can put into line okay I just put it into line okay and then the city and how I can put some Prakan so that I remember to so this one I didn't need to put the Prakan here and then they have the zip code so you see if we use the good one the country Thailand so I think the line number 2 no need to be นะครับ yeah the เมืองสมุทรปราการและสมุทรปราการ is repeated นะครับ okay you don't need to worry so you can set this one is Robinson Samut Prakan address so this one is the name of the address so you can have address number 1 number 2 number 3 and then is related to the customer so you just click save then when you click save you're gonna go back to Robinson and then have this one นะครับ you can have the contact you can see create the contact so you see this contact you can use later on นะครับ but anyway we have the contact in here คุณบรรจง this one okay คุณบรรจง and then okay the name is the gender is gonna be male okay and then we have phone and mobile phone okay so I just put the phone of คุณบรรจง here okay and then okay I think should be that's it so I just save we have another detail and we can do and then they have the fact number but I cannot see the fact anymore but it's okay okay so we just skip it then okay so that's it นะครับ so we have one customer already so the next one so we're gonna do is the point as Thailand so we just go to the buying. Oh, this one is Robinson. We buying, and then we see the Robinson, they have fact or not. Here, this is the Robinson. Okay, we don't have fact, it's okay. Yeah, so we go to the customer, and then we create new. This time we want to do what? We want to do Toy R Us. Toy R Us Thailand here. Okay, the customer group is the shop, right? The shop belong to commercial. Yeah. Okay, territory is Bangkok Metro, and then this is the type of B. Okay, so I just said the Bangkok Metro. Okay, and then I just click save, and then after save, they're gonna come to here, so that you can click inside the customer to see another detail. Okay, so we have the tax ID of Toy R Us, tax ID, and then they have the address, or you can have the new address. You can say Toy Toy R Us address here, and then you can put the line, Lat TV, Bangkok, something like this one. Oh, I think the fact is in here. Okay, maybe I just miss it. The fact is in the company, not in the contact. Okay, the city town should be Bangkok. Okay, the country Thailand. Okay, Bangkok 10400. 10400. Here we are, and then we go to the, okay, this is the customer. This one is the address. This one is the address. It's the fact is in the address. Okay, so save, and then we go back to Toy R Us. Oh, I think maybe I missed the tag. So I put the tags again. Okay, here, and save first before I go to contact. Sometimes it's always like this. If you didn't save or didn't do anything, they're gonna lose they're gonna lose the information when you go to another page. So you need to click save. Kun Panalai here. Okay, I don't know the gender. This one is like common name, and then we just put the phone number of Kun Panalai. Okay, here we are, and then we just save. So Kun Panalai gonna connect to the Toy R Us. Something like this. Okay, so we go back to we go back to selling. We go back to selling, and then we see the customer. So we should have two customers. Okay, so this one is that's it for the customer data. Okay, so we can go on to do the supplier. That is exactly the same thing. So I'm gonna put the supplier, and then this time I didn't need to make some explanation. Okay, so maybe I just do the information to show you. The supplier is gonna be in buying. So I go to the supplier, and then I create the new supplier. Okay, BKFH is the distributor. So let's check whether we have the distributor already. Okay, we did have it already. So you don't need to. Okay, you don't need to put the detail. And then we have tag ID, and then BKFH. Okay, so maybe I need to refresh this page to see my BKFH. Okay, in the DKSH, okay, we have the pack ID. I put the pack ID first. Okay, and then I support to save because I may need to put the new address. Like if you remember, we put the new address, something like this. I say DKSH address. Okay, for this one, we put the name here. Okay, the city is Bangkok. We have Bangkok and Thailand. What is the postcode? See again. Okay, 10260. 10260. Okay, and then I save first, and then I think okay, this one is for the address, and then we go to the contact. Here we are. The contact. Kun China, they have phone and fax. Oh, of course. When we search the phone and fax, the phone we are in the contact, but the fax is in the address. So it seems like I need to go back to see. Okay, Kun China supposed to be female. Okay, here we are. Okay, so I have the contact already. So I just go back to the customer. No, supplier. Sorry. I have this one is about buying. Okay, and then I think I go to the address, and then I put the fact. The fact is in the address here. Okay, and should be that's it. So when you see supplier, you're gonna see. So in my case, we have one more supplier, but maybe I didn't need to show you. Okay, so I think this script is long enough already. Okay, so we do the master from this one. So we do the master already. So today we do the customer supplier. Okay, so next script we're gonna do the item term, payment term, and bank account. Okay, thank you.